Today I have the Arrows RC Marlin 64mm EDF, just checking the surfaces, so everything seems to be okay. Let's get up in the air. So this is a 4S EDF RC airplane. So just as almost all EDF RC airplane in rows, really nice. In my experience, all the Arrows RC airplanes I've flown, I would exclude the Bigfoot. They have been kind of over-controlled RC airplanes, so it's really easy to over-control them. So in my opinion, they should really do even maybe low rates or just have lots of expo, so to avoid them getting squirrely, because if you just pull the sticks and do too tight maneuvers, I experienced that many of them can just have a really odd behavior. But this is it's a nice flying EDF. You can go quite slow with flaps, and the unique thing about this and also the Sabre F86 is that they do have a rudder and do have flaps. They are featured. The only thing missing is actually retracted landing gears, which might be asking too much in this size of 64mm EDF. And although this is, I mean, you can just hold this one around in the sky and then have a good time. I have a much more fun when I fly my XFly A10 Thunderbolt. Mostly due to that the XFly is really well controlled RC airplane, but also due to the shape of the RC airplane. So I'm not really too fond of the jet shape of these RC airplanes, as I think they are more difficult to tell what's up, what's down when you get a little bit further away. But in most cases this Marlin, I think, just flies great. It's a fun EDF. I would probably not push it as much as I'm doing here. Just kill the throttle a little bit and do more of gliding, just to preserve battery, because I know that these 64mm EDF, and I suppose all EDF, they do really suck the juice out of the batteries, and you end up with having a really hot battery. And if you extend flight time, I mean, you get really near the dangerous 3 volt per cell. So then you might experience some just power cut from the low voltage protection circuit. If I would compare this to the Sabre F86, I would say that they're really similar. I like the design more of the F86. I don't think this is a beautiful RC airplane, I don't. But in abilities, I think they fly more or less about the same. They're the same size. So let's get this one down then. Let's try a bit high alpha, which usually just ends up me dipping the wing a little bit. Yeah, so this is just as the usual. I mean, this one just want to dip, so it's not a true high alpha landing RC airplane like then the Eagle F15 from Horizon Hobby. But I mean, you can sure have a good time with this Arrows RC Marlin, and you can paint it maybe and get a better look. Yeah, so I mean, that's just another flight on this Marlin. It's okay, EDF 64mm jet, but not the most fun one.